Assalamualaikum and good morning to Sir Yazid. My name is ADIL bin Muhammad ANUAR. My matric number is 23DDT20F16. And now I'm going to do a sterilization technique and aseptic technique. So this is the apparatus and the material that we use. First we have detergent, container, ethanol, distilled water, and Clorox, and we have our explant material. So the first procedure is we need to soak the explant with detergent under the running water for 15 minutes. First we pour detergent, and then we open the water and let it running for 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes we close the water and then let the excess drain and wash the explant with water. So after we wash it, we will bring it into the ANUAR airflow. So after we have washed the outer layer of the explants, we need to sterile the explant surface. So before we starting our all procedure, first we need to turn on the UV light in the laminate airflow for about 15 minutes. And before we starting our any procedure, we need to sterile the laminate airflow cabinet using ethanol. So we need to sterile the beaker also to avoid the contamination. So after we already sterile all the equipment and the material, we need to spray our hand and let it dry. So the first procedure is we need to pour ethanol into the explant. So before we pour, we need to sterile the container. Pour the ethanol into the explant. So make sure the ethanol is in the top of the explant surface. So after pouring, we need to stir it for 1 minute. So after 1 minute, we'll bring a waste container, spray it with ethanol first, and then pour the excess of the ethanol into the waste container. So the next procedure is we will bring a Clorox, spray ethanol first to sterile it, and then pour into the explant. And then we will add a few drops of 20 into the Clorox. 1, 2, 3. So we will stir the Clorox in the explant for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we need to drain the Clorox into the waste container and then rinse the explant using a distilled the water about 3 to 2 times. So first we need to go into the explant. So make sure to rinse the explant from the Clorox. Second time. So make sure the Clorox is fully rinsed from the explant. Last one, rinse it well. So after we have done all the procedure, we have rinsed the explant from the Clorox. We need to let the explant dry for the next culturing process. The experiment of sterilization technique and aseptic technique is successfully done.